like this.
Hey guys, what is up? It is I, the Concrete Catwalk. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I am a reseller that loves all things vintage,
pre-loved, you name it, I love it.
For my catwalkers, mwah, welcome back to a new video this Sunday. I do not have any show and tell today. I do not have any thrifted items today. However, what we are going to do is we're going to get into something that I think is really relevant to people who are just diving into this whole big, beautiful world of thrifting. If you're thrifting for yourself or if you're thrifting to do resale, the bottom line is there is a Thrifting 101 and I want to share with you guys things that you want to do if you're about to get into this. So this is for people who are new to that whole endeavor, and maybe there are some takeaways for some people who have been doing this. However, you guys know I have my notes and I also have a trusty dusty pointer. So let's go. So number one, people have 1,000,001 questions about thrifting and what it is. Thrifting is going to a place, thrift store. It could be a consignment, anything that has something that has been pre-owned, pre-loved, used. That is what is considered thrift. And that is what thrifting is all about, a bargain. Looking for things that you want or desire, and you're able to secure those things at a fraction of a cost of what they would normally be. Thrift is looking for things on a budget and at a reasonable price. Married together, simple as it gets. When people decide that this is something that they want to do, they struggle with how and where, and the bottom line is this: if you're going to do it, you need to dive in. However, I will say this: do your research first. Figure out what kind of a person you are. You need to determine, do you like thrifting, the raw deal, meaning going into stores where things could be all over the place, a disaster, a big hot flaming mess of stuff where you have to take your time? Or are you one of those people that likes it a little bit more organized, like a consignment store or a type of a thrift store where they just like to label everything and organize everything, and it's orange tickets, red tickets? You need to figure out what kind of thrifter you are. I am not a consignment store type of person. I am a down and dirty, let's just get into it. I want to dive. I want to look. The more junky, the more I am pulled to wanting to do it. That is number one. Research and figure out as you're going, what kind of a thrift person are you? Next, learn that in thrifting, honestly, in thrifting, seasons do not matter. So if you're shopping for yourself and you're thinking next year, ooh, I need a bathing suit, or I'm going on vacation or something, or if you're shopping for the idea of wanting to do or get into resale, seasons do not matter. People are going places, all different kinds of ways, warmer climates, colder climates, and the need is the need is the need. Think in terms of having a variety of things for either, if you're going into that business endeavor and having an online store, have a wide variety of things, from boots to sandals to you name it. Just have a variety. Coats, short sleeves, denim. Variety, people, variety. Don't pay attention to seasons. 3, pay attention to when the stores have discounts. The discount days, whether it's Thursday, whether it's 50% off, is it senior day, is it this, is it that? Because when you go with either yourself or you go with somebody else, you may fall into that category where you can qualify for a discount off the total percentage of what it is that you're shopping for or looking for, whether it's furniture, whether it's clothes, you name it. Pay attention to those days. If they also have a card that allows you to, once you sign up, get emails and or use that card to earn points or to get a percentage off a particular day, or after you make 10 purchases, whatever it may be, sign up for that stuff, because in the long run, it all benefits you in the end. Number 4, I have said this previously, but just in reference to the whole idea of thrifting, and that is anyone who's starting out in the thrift world, go often, shop often. That is the only way you're going to hone your skills in terms of being a skilled sourcer, a skilled thrifter. Go often and go repeatedly. And after a certain point in time, you will know where to go, what to look for, how to look for it. If this is going to work, you'll know in a matter of seconds. Because in the beginning, it is very hard, because I don't think anyone has their sea legs when they first start something that they're kind of interested in. You don't know if you're full on interested unless you continue to go, and after, let's just say, 5 times of going or 10 times of going, you decide, hey, this is not for me. That's fine and that's cool. Or after the 5th time going, you say, this is for me. Okay, let's cut some teeth. I'm ready to do what I got to do in order to get this moving along. But go often so that you can make an informed decision about whether you like it or whether you don't, whether this is going to work for you or not. Number 5, it is important to make sure that when you look for things, look at the item. Look for holes, look for snags, look for stains. Look to see if the item is something that you can work with, meaning repair it, do a little bit of mend work, and if it's something that you'd be able to wear, or whether it's something you'd be able to sell after you do whatever mending you have to do to it. Is it viable? I have made the fatal mistake, especially in the beginnings, of buying things and just saying, oh, this is pretty. But pretty doesn't mean that it is perfect. Pretty does not mean that it is wearable. Pretty does not mean that it is sellable. It does not. It can look good but be a horrible mess, meaning there's too many things that are going on with it that don't work. Look at seams, look at zippers, look at the entire item, look at linings of things, look at sweat stains on things. You have to look at everything, because the last thing that you want to do is, I don't care if it's $2, the last thing that you want to do is waste your money. You do not want to waste your money. Take your visual time and inspect everything that you pick up prior to checking out. Look at everything that you have and don't get hung up on pretty. Look at the entire picture and then decide. So number 6, make sure if and when you're thrifting for yourself, right? Make sure that you wear something comfortable so that if it comes a time that you need to try on something, you can do that comfortably. It's not all the stuff you have to take off. If you have to slip on something over a tracksuit, or you have to slip on something over a leotard or leggings, that's easy, that's great. But when it gets to that point where it may not be any available fitting room, it may not be any fitting rooms at all, and you've got to do what you got to do, you need to be able to get in and get out and get on and move on to the next item. Sometimes some items just, I don't care how much you just look at it and hold it in front of you and look at it, it warrants a try on, a good old fashioned, I gotta put this on, I'll cross my behind, try on to see if this is going to work. If you're buying something, especially with vintage items, and we know the size challenges that vintage items create, just because it says it's a size 14 vintage does not mean today that that is a size 14. You might be talking the equivalent of a size 4 or 6 today. You want to be able to make sure that you're comfortable and that you can try on really quick and you can make a determination of if it's going to work for you or not. But if it's the other situation where it's something that you're going to resell, then it doesn't come into play as much. But remember, comfortable is comfortable. Whether you're just shopping, you want to be comfortable. Whether you're going to be having to try on things, you want to be prepared. Number 7, I want to tell you this, and I have said this before previously, and I'm going to preach it to people who are new to thrifting. If you see it and it catches your eye, put it in your basket. Do not hesitate. Do not hem and haw. Do not put it down and walk away and 5 minutes later come back, because it will be gone. Don't get into the habit of hemming and hawing. If you see it, put it in your basket. You can make your decisions about it later as you start processing out and getting ready to check out. But if you see something, grab it. Do not have, I should have got it remorse. Don't hesitate. So number 8, Now, this is a little tricky. You have to look at everything. Pretty doesn't necessarily mean it's perfect. However, it can be pretty and have some minor imperfections that it may need a little TLC. A little bit of love on an item goes a long way. It may be a 2 to 3 to 4 stitch process because there's a little bit of separation somewhere, or it may be a little bit of splitting somewhere, or maybe a zipper that needs a little bit of work because it keeps getting stuck. If there is something that you see, right, and it could be missing a button, it could be little teeny things, like I said, give it the love that it needs if it is feasible to do. Buy it, because in the end, you put a button on it, it works. You got a beautiful item you can either keep for yourself, or if you're looking to resale, you have done the necessary minor little fixes to get it in selling condition. Let's keep it tracking. We're almost there. Remember this. When you buy things out of the thrift store, not everything that goes there is clean. Not everybody washes whatever they're going to donate. I am one of those people where I don't care if it's been washed or not. Once it's been thrifted and it gets to my house, and before it even gets to the house, when it gets to my car, we Lysol. Lysol your things. Lysol your things first, and when you get those things home, wash them. Clean that stuff. You don't know where it's been, you don't know how many bags it's been in, you don't know who handled it. Err on the side of washing the stuff so that you know you're starting from a clean slate and there's nothing existing, no anything that would cause somebody to become ill or to have what, look, okay? And then, you guys, number 10 is this. When you're thrifting and you go out into that big, beautiful world, awareness is everything. Keep an open mind and don't make any judgments about it when you go. Keep an open mind and let the process happen as you go through and you thrift so that you can determine if this is a good fit for you or not. Thrifting is a lot of fun, and as I've said before, it is a way to find some of the most amazing things that you would have never expected in some of the places that you would have never ever considered going in the first place. You guys, that is what I wanted to share with you. This is a little bit of tips and helpful hints for Thrifting 101. Let me know in the comments below if this is your first time, or you're thinking about it, or you're a little bit more seasoned. I welcome questions from everybody. Is there anything else that you'd like to know? Is it anything that you're considering before you go out into this big, beautiful world to do thrift? Head on over to Poshmark. Check out my closet. I am Concrete Catwalk on Poshmark. I typically list items weekly, so if there's anything that you see, please feel free to leave me a note below the item, or you can go on over to Instagram. I typically, those things that I list in my Poshmark closet, I share those items over on Instagram too. Please feel free to DM me there. I am the Catwalks Concrete on IG. So if there's anything you see, DM me, and together we can work it out so that you can get it before somebody else does. You guys, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Sunday. If you do not want to miss anything, please tap that bell, hit that like, and the notification squad gang will send you notification when I upload a new video. You guys, that is it. That is all that I have for this week. Hopefully an unboxing is coming, but definitely thrifted items. I'm going to share those with you. Guys, thank you so much. Please, as always, stay safe. I will see you all next Sunday. Bye for now. Mwah.